Bro, this is the one, man. This is the one you guys, that graphic I put together brought you in. North Bergen Police Chief Robert Farley accused by officers of pooping by deaths, spiking coffee with Viagra. Back to blue. That's what I got to say, right? All right.
Yeah.
Here we go, man. Guy probably has a back to blue flag or something, too.
Sounds like that might be considered a hostile, toxic work environment, right?
Let's watch the story first, see what's going on.
All right.
In New Jersey, officers in Bergen County say they're taking action against what they call a hostile work environment created by the police chief.
That's
They're
what I
planning
said.
to file a lawsuit alleging some pretty disturbing behavior. Adam Harding live in North Bergen with what officials there are saying tonight, Adam.
Yeah, we're getting some new reaction tonight from the North Bergen Township. This as 5 officers within the department indicate their plans to sue, and tonight they are providing what they describe as photographic evidence.
We're very confident in every allegation.
Attorney Patrick Toscano represents the 5 North Bergen officers planning to sue the police chief for creating what they describe as a hostile work environment.
I've never seen anything remotely resembling something like this.
These are just some of the photos provided by Toscano. Allegations made against Chief Robert Farley include sending a gay pride flag to an officer's home, shaving his body hair and leaving it all over an officer's desk and personal property, and jabbing an officer with a hypodermic needle through his pants. The officers also say he pulled his pants down and defecated on the floor in front of his entire staff. On several occasions.
That's management for you.
Wow.
Is that on the sergeant's test? Scott, is that on the sergeant's test?
It wasn't on mine.
Okay.
He has thrown eggs in fits of anger, creating additional messes for staff to clean up. And they say he also tampered with the office coffee by adding prescription medications such as Adderall and Viagra, causing staff to inadvertently experience the effects of these substances without their consent.
I can't think of a word that adequately describes what we've seen in photos and what we're told in this situation. I guess the best we can say is disgusting.
North Bergen denies any wrongdoing, calling the allegations false and outrageous, claiming they were made by disgruntled officers. In a new statement late today, the township says some of the officers planning to file suit recently had their overtime pay reduced, writing, when Chief Farley took office last year, he undertook an initiative to reduce the amount of police overtime. It is highly suspicious that these allegations have only come to light after Chief Farley instituted these reforms.
They all immediately said, as to any allegation that they have filed, they will all undergo polygraph examinations immediately.
Tonight, Toscano calling for the Attorney General's office to step in and for the chief to be removed. North Bergen says it has referred the case to the Hudson County prosecutor. Tonight, we've also learned the Attorney General's office is investigating. The township tonight says no one should rush to any judgments. These allegations have not been proven true.
I'm rushing to judgment.
Yeah. It's
Wow,
I mean, can you make that stuff up? Or, I mean,
Now we have to remind everybody these are our opinions.
Yeah, these are our
and
opinions.
these were allegations
These are
against
allegations.
the police chief that
By-
he was pooping on the floor in front of everybody and shaving
By-
his body hair.
By
It's
5
Adam-
officers, including a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's not easy to maintain a stiff upper lip when your coffee might be spiked and your chief is leaving deposits around the office.
And
Yeah.
allegedly poked an officer in his pee-pee with a hypodermic needle.
Uh,
That is just how did he?
Okay,
How does
so,
he not
wait.
have his teeth
Eh,
knocked out?
So it's because they're mad. So there's the police. The official statement for the police chief is they're upset because he cut overtime.
Yeah. You know, Mark, I when I lateraled over to San Jose PD, there was it was all lateral officers. There were 60 of us, 60 officers from across California, different agencies that got hired at one time. And so I got to meet a lot of guys that came from different agencies. And I tell you, Mark, I heard some horror stories about the reason they were coming to San Jose PD of just the tyrannical regimes that they worked under. Some of these, not all of them, but some of them.
When I joined the highway patrol at my academy, there was a lot of prior law enforcement from other smaller agencies of guys joining the highway patrol because they wanted to get away from stuff,
Okay.
weird stuff.
All right, guys, come on. Really? And any of the stuff you heard top that?
I pretty not the poking with the hypodermic needle and the pooping, but
And adding drugs to their coffee and pooping on the floor in front of office
Don't forget-
staff and shaving their body hair.
Yeah,
and
they're
leaving
shaving their back.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to try to one up that.
Back to blue.
no, I guess I
I mean, I know you've heard a lot. We've all been around for a long time. But
I mean, yeah, I've worked for some guys who would be classified as jerks, I guess, in my book, but nothing like that.
I want evidence. I want video.
it's there. They say they have it. So
Okay, well,
All right.
that's so
Yeah.
we'll have to follow that one.
Yeah, but
So we-
also a good friend of mine, another officer, he became a lawyer and worked representing police officers in disciplinary cases. And again, he tells me that some of the stories that he has to defend officers on for just hostile work environments, that's like his bread and butter.
all right.
Well, there we go. Yeah, that's interesting.
I think
What
we
do you
beat
guys
that
think? Let us
story.
know in the comments below.
Yeah.
And they're going to need a new chief of police.
You know,
over there,
and the thing too,
maybe.
Mark, the public, the non-law enforcement people that watch the show have to realize that these are the officers that they're also facing, ugly things on the job.
Yeah.
So they're fighting a